good to go.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. We are here for our regular council meeting of December 5th, getting close to the end of the year. So happy holidays to everyone. We will start with quick introductions. We have with us Councillor Jeanine Belanger.
Good morning, everybody.
Councillor Jason Bodnerchuk.
Good morning.
Councillor Joel Lemoine.
Hey, everybody.
Assistant CEO Dominic Lemoine.
Good morning.
And CEO Mitch DeVal.
Good morning.
And myself, Chris Ewan. Without further ado, we'll jump right into it for meeting. Item number 1, meeting called to order. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnerchuk, second. Councillor Lemoine. Thank you. Any comments, questions before we open the meeting? Seeing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried.
Aye.
Thank you. We open the meeting at 9:01 a.m. Item 2, adoption of the agenda. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnerchuk, second. Councillor Belanger. Thank you. Any comments, changes, or edits to the agenda? We're good as is. I'll call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's carried. Thank you. Item 3, adoption of the minutes. Do I have a mover? Councillor Lemoine, second. Councillor Belanger.
Last regular meeting was held on November 22nd, whereby council authorized the conditional use for Midwest Poultry. Council also had a delegation regarding the speed zones in the Churon Creek area, and also Plan 2050, the redesignation of the community of St. Adolphe from settlement to rural center.
Perfect. Thank you, Mr. CEO. Comments, questions from council? Any edits or additions? Seeing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is carried. Thank you. Item 5.1, accounts paid to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnerchuk, second. Councillor Lemoine.
One batch 18046 in the amount of $1,500. Nothing much to report there.
Thank you. Council, any comments? None. I'll call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's carried. Thank you. 5.2, accounts not paid to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second.
Okay.
Councillor Lemoine.
2 batches, 18069 in the amount of just over $1 million, and 18072 in the amount of $9,100 for electronic fund transfers. In the big batch of $1 million, almost 90% of that is due to school remittances being the second portion, end of November. Otherwise, everything else is in the summary batch for council.
Perfect. Council, do you have any comments? This is a larger batch. Any questions? No. Call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's carried. Thank you. 5.2.1, council indemnities. Do I have a mover? Councillor Lemoine, second. Councillor Belanger. Thank you.
Council indemnities for the month of November, a little bit on the higher side, just due to the fact that there was an AMM conference in Brandon that some councillors attended. Otherwise, nothing to report.
Perfect. Thank you. Council, any comments or questions? Call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 5.3, payroll to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnerchuk, second. Councillor Lemoine.
Payroll 23. Otherwise, there's a little bit of overtime on the utility side of things. Might have a minor break somewhere along the line, but other than that, things look okay.
Thank you. Council, any comments, questions? No. I'll call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. 5.4, transfer of funds. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnerchuk, second. Councillor Belanger. Thank you.
These funds have occurred between October 14th and November 30th as projects come to a close, and we've collected some money due to taxes October 31st. We're now able to do those transfers, so those have been done. There'll be another batch in December just to do final year-end cleanouts, but for now, these are all that we've done to date.
Thank you. Council, any comments or questions on the transfer of funds? No. I'll call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. That's carried. 6.1.1, Mid-Canada GFL disbursement of funds. Do I have a mover? Counselor Bondarchuk, second Counselor Lemoine.
Just to be able to do a little bit of accounting before year end, figured that administration was good to do some transfers here and collect on the GFL disbursements. So what they've calculated to date was a transfer of 941 to the municipality. That brings our total just shy of our budgeted amount of 2 million. So the recommendation is to proceed with that. And we'll see what we do for the month of December, if we decide to have another little transfer or just carry that over till 2024, somewhere's middle of the year.
Perfect. Council, we're all good with that. No comments? Okay,
No.
I'll call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's carried. Thank you. 6.1.2, support of the study of municipal financing options for building retrofits. Do I have a mover? Counselor Lemoine, second. Counselor Belanger, thank you.
So as a note from our EDO, the first request of these two resolutions was requested by our rec director. I believe he was going to give you a brief council briefing. Basically, this is a FCM green funding project with matching funds from the province that Eco West has obtained via l'AMBM. The resolution is to support l'AMBM's application as a participant of the participating municipality of the AMBM. It's a mouthful this morning.
Okay, council, any comments, questions? No, call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
That's carried. Thank you. 6.1.3, application to FCM and RTSF for car share pilot. Do I have a mover? Counselor Bondarchuk, second. Counselor Lemoine.
Thank you. I believe council's somewhat familiar with this project. It's more to formalize the car share application that you guys are aware of. FCM wants a resolution from council that they could use to support and improve the application. It was part of the quarterly report that the EDO gave to council.
Thank you. Council, any comments, questions? No, call for the question. All those in favor? That's carried. Thank you. 6.1.4, rescind resolution 2023-0316-C15-2023. Do I have a mover?
Counselor Belanger.
Thank you. Second, Counselor Lemoine.
This is to rescind the resolution that was passed at the last regular council meeting. We do apologize as administration. I think there was some form of lack of communication and maybe a little bit of unknowns when we went through the process. So in the shared notes, we are requesting that the resolution be rescinded. We assumed that the property already had some kind of conditional use. This thing dates back 75 years, and then another company took it over 25 years ago. So somewhere throughout that 75-year process, we assumed that they had conditional use and that they were only increasing 15% from there, which is allowed. But the province is not recognizing our resolution because there's no conditional use to begin with. So regardless, they should have applied. The application should have gone to TRC for at least an assessment of the site and proceeded from there. Now, that being said, we're going to still go ahead, restart the process, not charge the applicant, allow them construction because that's important for them. But they cannot expand their operation until they go through the application process and the TRC process. So that's where we stand.
And they're made aware of this, Mr. CEO?
Yes, they have.
Okay, perfect. Okay, council, any comments or questions? No.
No.
Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is carried. Thank you very much. And item 9, adjournment. Do I have a mover? Counselor Bodnerchuk, second. Counselor Lemoine. Any final comments? Seeing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. That is carried. I'll close the meeting at 9:10 a.m. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you at our next meeting.